Okay, it's recorded.
It's already turned on?
Yeah, it's turned on.
Okay.
I hope so.
So I think it's ready for us to begin.
Yeah. So, welcome back to the podcast. I haven't made a podcast for about 2 years because really busy doing nothing. But this is actually podcast number 4, I think. 4. Like I said, I think the third one was like a year ago. Really busy with life's events. So I'm Araf, obviously. You'll see the name on the bottom. And this is...
Hello.
This is hello.
Angelo.
This is hello.
My name is Angelo.
So me and Angelo. Okay.
I'm a local person. Araf has lived in China for a long time, and I guess in this city, this kind of city of China, I think I am the best local friend of you. Am I right?
There's not many people in the city. So that is probably choosing. No, I'm joking. So Angelo, obviously, he's lived in China all his life. Born in China.
Yeah, I was born in China. I'm a genuine Chinese.
Genuine Chinese. Born and bred. Born and bred in China. And obviously, I've just been here a few years now, maybe 4 years.
Less than 5 years.
Less than 5 years, correct. So approaching 5 years.
Approaching
5 years. Yeah. So I think next summer, because I came actually in the summer of 2018.
Yeah.
So that will be
four.
Around 4 years. Just over 4.
Yeah. Totally. I'm not good at calculation. I forget. Okay.
You're a math teacher, aren't you?
No, I'm not a math teacher.
Good. Nah.
That's not the point. Okay.
Look.
Let's move on.
We're under pressure. There's cameras. There's only one phone camera. Okay. So the setup is not very good. So the voice quality is not good. The lighting's not good. The camera's not good. You know, it's all on a budget. It's technically it's the first podcast, but on another technicality, it's the 4th one. So, but I'll say it's like the first one because I haven't done one for a year. So I'm just using my phone camera. We're not using this because we haven't got 2 mics. So we are using these portable ones that I got for under £10 for both. So not the best quality, but it is what it is. You know, it's only for a laugh, jokes. You know, kill time while we can. Yeah.
I think you can, just make this the first one. Restart the first one.
Yeah.
Episode 1, season 1.
Season 1.
Episode 1. Restart again. Do it again and refresh.
Oh, I forgot the name of the podcast.
Because now you have me. Before you are alone. Yeah. Now we are like kind of team.
Oh.
Yeah, refresh. Yeah.
So I bought this sign. I paid £200 for the sign, and you want me to change it for episode 2. Yeah.
Fresh start. Yeah.
If you come at least 3 times, then maybe we'll discuss about changing the podcast name. But if you come today, I change the podcast name. You don't come next ever again. I'll be like, what the hell, man? Yeah. So, but it could be like season 1, season 2. Season 1, Araf and the Philosopher's Stone. Season 2, Angelo returns with the dragon, like Harry Potter.
American TV series.
Yeah, like
always act like this.
Yeah. No, I think we will just do episode 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and we will try to get to.
That's a good expectation.
Yeah, we will try to get to episode 2 by next year.
Yeah.
We will do this. We'll not make another one.
Every season and every episode, you may invite different persons come here.
Yeah,
I think it's a good idea.
When I get probably when I get a better table, better mics, better. I mean, it's not so bad. It doesn't look really bad.
It's okay. It's cozy. It's comfortable.
Yeah, it's cozy for the first time. First time. Remember, this is a new house. I've done the other podcast in the old house, so I had to make a whole new setup here and buy new things. But not a lot of things. Just some lights. I'm using my phone camera. Yeah. But it's not bad for episode 1.
It's not bad, it's not bad.
It's a new room. Okay. I got this mic thing for about £10. £10
from Taobao?
Maybe less, that's about £3.
£3, okay.
That's only...
So that's customized.
Yeah,
customized.
That was about...
I think that's more expensive. A little expensive.
Under £20.
£20.
I think under 200 yuan.
Yeah.
Oh, definitely worth it. Definitely worth it.
Yeah,
Under 200 yuan. So like about £200. About £200. So really cheap, yeah. So yeah, what have you been doing recently?
You know, I'm often free. I'm often free in my day, you know.
Yeah, I'm always free. You're on the dole. Are you on the dole? You know the dole? In Britain, we have something called a dole. This means you never want to work.
Yeah,
and just
I'm so
take
lazy.
money from the government and say, oh, I am sick. You're not really sick, but oh, I am sick. I've got a bad leg. I've got a bad leg, and just get a lot of money from the government. You know? So a lot of people in the UK that I know of, from the northeast where I'm from, a lot of people are on the dole, and they claim like sickness allowance, but they're not really sick. You see them on a night out drinking and stuff. Okay. A lot of my friends do it too. I'm joking.
Oh no! But yeah, can express that behavior, like, you know, reasonably escape from the responsibilities they have to take. Yeah, am I right?
Exactly right. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, my English is okay.
That's exactly what it is. You summed it up perfectly. Running away from responsibility.
Yeah.
Get a job. No, but yeah, a lot of people do that. Especially in the past, you see a lot of people just want to go out, have fun, drink. Yeah. A lot of people don't want to work these days. I kind of understand, because in a way I understand, because a lot of people, like where I'm from, the UK, they'll work every day and hardly get any money. Work, pay for a house, pay for everything, and have no money, spare money. But when they don't have a job and let the government pay for them, they'll still have the same money. So they're thinking, why should I work? So in a way, you can understand why they do it, because the system is not very good. It's a bit of a stupid system, because if you work, every day, like 5 days a week, and you pay for a house, you will get this amount of money. But if you don't work and just sit on your bum every day, watch TV, you'll get around about the same money, because the government will pay for your house, pay for the dentist, pay for the doctors, and you have the extra money. So it kind of evens out. It's a very stupid system.
So not so many differences.
Not so many differences. Yeah. So a lot of people think, well, why should I work?
I understand the situation.
The only people that work is because it's like a you know, a morality thing, you know, the morals and values, you know, they want to work, they don't want to be lazy. But at the same time, you kind of understand why people do it.
I think currently, you know, the Chinese young generation, they suffer from this similar situation. And we have a special word for it, is "pumping." Means like the
lazy shit.
Literal meaning is like lie flat, lie down flat, lie down flat. I don't want to roll over, you know. I just lie down flat.
Too lazy to roll over.
Very lazy, especially for your generation.
Do you get like government allowance for not having a job?
Yeah, of course. If they do not want to go out to work,
the government will pay you money.
No payment.
They don't pay you.
Maybe parents. Well, and maybe it's okay. It's acceptable for young generation without any job, because.
But how will they pay for food? How will they survive?
They have no mortgage loan. You know, for me, personally, I have mortgage loan.
Parents,
I have my pressure, so I have to work hard. But for young generation, it's okay. You know, they just lie down on the sofa, watch TV, watch television, watch the World Cup. I think it's okay.
But you can only do this if you have rich parents in China. In England, you can do this if you're poor, because the government will give you money.
You know, the young generation, I think, you know, most of their parents are rich.
Right.
Yeah. Right. This is really exists.
But what about if you're poor? If your parents are poor, and you sit down in the house.
Yeah, you get the right point. But for the poor young generation, they also can do this.
Can't do this. So how did it survive?
You know, they just stay in the house. Stay in the they like maybe they rent the house, maybe they rent an apartment, and they just stay in the apartment.
So how will they buy food, buy a car?
You know, in China it's okay. I think the price is so low.
Oh, so cheap, so they can survive.
Yeah, they can survive. Yes, so they bottom line is just that they want to survive.
Yeah,
they do not want to make great progress They do not want to make a great fortune. It's okay, I think, for them to survive.
They can live comfortably, get by.
Because, if they go out to some big companies, big enterprises to work and to compete with a lot of competitors, they have to suffer from a lot of high pressure,
stress,
very stress. Yeah,
and that's like. I know some teachers work like 6 days a week. What's the average working week for a Chinese person?
I think for Chinese person, that depends. That's a kind of depends. In Jiangyin, for me, I work like 3 or 4 hours a day. But in big cities,
but you're your own boss. It's different because you're your own boss. But what about for a factory, maybe?
In factory, I think more than 12 hours
a day. For how many days a week, though? Like 5 or 6?
7 days.
7 days a week?
7 days a week.
When they rest?
Or at least 6 days a week.
Oh, so at least
this is
1 day rest.
Yeah, this is the reality.
Yeah, I understand. Because my old school, that's why I asked
Jack Ma. Jack Ma.
No.
You don't know Jack Ma. Jack Ma, the founder of Alibaba.
Oh, right.
Buy a lot of stuff in Taobao and you do not found it.
When you said it rang a bell. I thought, yes, I know, but I couldn't think where I remembered him. But as soon as you said him, I thought, Jack. But I wasn't sure.
And Jack Ma ever said, kind of very famous sentence, and he said,
Don't eat yellow snow.
996.
Yeah.
996.
No, I don't know.
Yeah, in China we call it 996. 996 means the employees work in Alibaba, and the employees have to work 9 hours. 9 hours. I forget 9 hours. 6 means 6 days.
Right.
9 means the first 9 means 9 hours a day.
A day.
The second 9.
9 days a week.
We have 7 days a week,
I was testing your math.
I didn't check. The accuracy.
Yeah.
But this
the famous saying.
Yeah. And 996 means, and he said that 996 is a kind of a thing, a great thing, and he gives employees.
So that's like a motto, motto.
And employees can get a very great return from 996. It's kind of the sarcasm.
Yes, sarcasm.
It's kind of sarcasm.
Yeah.
It's very, you know what I mean.
So he's the most famous person in China.
In China, and now he, he's kind of disappeared.
Oh, really?
Yeah, disappeared.
Why?
And he has been in Tokyo for a long time.
Really?
At least half a year. That's I can't talk much about this.
Okay, I understand. So he done something controversial, maybe.
Yeah.
And he left the scene.
Maybe he said a lot of things.
I totally understand. So he kind of just got away from the spotlight now.
Now, his business has moved, out from China to other countries.
So he owns
like Singapore. The headquarters was
of Alibaba.
It was Alibaba.
So he owns Alibaba and Taobao. Bloody hell. Still owns Taobao.
No, his business, business concentration has moved to other countries.
Oh, so what about the Chinese Taobao? Like who controls this?
Maybe, I don't know exactly. I don't know specifically. But from the information on the internet and the government.
The government controls,
take it over.
Yeah, I thought that might be the case because I always order everything I've got in this studio is from Taobao. This, my phone.
So this is a kind of very sensitive.
Yeah.
I think I don't want to talk about this.
No, that's totally understandable. It's okay just to mention it, but not to go into detail and in depth about it. It's not important. But I totally understand what you mean. I try to anyway. Like when I made this podcast, I always said I want to avoid politics. I want to avoid anything controversial. Avoid religion because you'll always get someone that has a problem with you. I come on here to make these podcasts to run away from problems, do this for fun. So I don't want to make problems here. You know what I mean? So I come here for fun. I want to talk about football, culture, maybe food. You know, it's okay to talk about things on the news sometimes. It's okay because it's the news, everybody knows. But to dive deep into politics and, you know, on all this stuff, it's just not worth it, you know. There's a lot of bullshit in the world right now, everyone arguing, fighting. I just want this to be a nice, positive environment, talk about stuff. Like I said, we can talk about the news sometimes, you know, because the news is the news. How can you avoid the news? It's everywhere. But don't be like, I'm not looking for anything controversial on here. Just have a bit of fun, talk about stuff. Yeah, and just move on. Like what we are talking about today. The World Cup. Look what I got from Taobao. Watch this. This is about £3. About £3. Absolutely amazing. So this is the World Cup mascot. And I am in love with the World Cup because I love football. Angelo, you're not a big fan of football?
No. I'm not avid for it. I'm not a big fan.
So are you like are you anti-sport or just don't care about football so much?
I sometimes I watch the football matches.
All right. Oh, so
before when I was young, like when I was in high school or in university.
You watch football?
I watched, but not so much.
But do you like?
I still remember that when I was in high school, and my favorite football player. His name is like.
David Beckham?
Batistuta.
From Argentina,
From Argentina.
I know.
That's a master.
Long hair.
Beard, very handsome for Chinese. You know that. And
very good player.
Batistuta.
I think Batistuta actually is the highest top scorer for Argentina ever. I'm sure I saw this stat a couple of days ago. It was on TV. I'm sure Batistuta has the most goals for Argentina.
Ever.
I'm sure.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm sure it was on the TV.
So compared with Messi, which one?
I think Batistuta is the highest. Don't quote me. It's either the highest ever or the highest in the World Cup. It might be the highest in the World Cup. Actually, thinking about it now, it might be the highest in the World Cup ever for Argentina.
For Argentina.
Yeah, I'm only talking about Argentina. So either ever for Argentina or only in the World Cup for Argentina. One of the two. It was on the TV the other day. I can't remember.
Okay.
So do you like any other sports or? Because you don't like football a lot. Basketball?
Basketball, yeah.
You like basketball?
Yeah. And then because my knee, my knee was injured when I was in university.
Oh, I've heard this story before.
So
you were going to be a professional basketballer. You hurt your knee. You ended your career. You played twice.
And everybody knows that, why, as a Chinese person, I don't care about Chinese because of the, what I mean. I really wanted to say something really bad about the Chinese players, but
say it, man.
I really wanted to encourage Chinese players. Japanese team. Japanese team.
So good.
They did really good in this World Cup.
Very good. They through to the next round. They won yesterday, 2-1.
They won.
They won. Next round. Amazing. Shock, a big shock, because that group is very, very hard group. Very hard group.
So I feel a little kind of shame.
I don't understand why China has a bad football team, because China is so big. So China has provinces. So if you have the best player from each province and you make 11 players, this would be like the best team in the world. You'd think so.
That's a simple calculation, mathematics.
Yes, correct. It's simple calculation.
That's not about politics. And everything can be involved in politics.
And they like basketball more, I think.
I just want to tell you bad news about the Chinese, football.
Okay.
The coach, the previous coach. The famous one, and this guy whose name is Li Tian. Li Tian, and he was arrested.
Okay.
Just a couple of days ago.
A couple of days ago.
Yeah, maybe for corruption. Maybe for corruption.
All right.
Because as when in his period as the main coach of Chinese team. And he was accused of being corruption. Maybe he got some dirty money. Yeah, maybe.
Like bribes.
A lot of really great fortune. A lot of money.
Like from outside of China, I'm guessing. Yeah.
Maybe 14 million.
40 million.
Yeah, 40 million.
Million what?
Renminbi.
Oh, renminbi.
Yeah, correction.
Renminbi. So hundreds of thousands.
Yeah. So I think sometimes maybe that there are so many reasons. Reasons.
Yeah.
Maybe the politician is one of the reasons.
So is this the recent coach? The recent one, yeah? The most recent coach? Oh, right.
I can't say maybe I didn't do the research.
Yeah.
Maybe several years ago.
Yeah. So recent-ish anyway, recent-ish. Sure. Yeah. But also when I walk around in China, like when I walk around in the park, to the city center, to the shopping mall, I see a lot of courts, and they're all basketball courts, and they're full to the rim. Like 10 courts together, and every court has about 50 people, players, crowds. This is just for fun. Just on an evening. No football. There is football, but the football is a pitch here, a few miles, pitch here, few miles, a little pitch here. Only some people play it. Basketball, all the courts are full, and there's courts everywhere. So I think maybe in the next 5-10 years, China will be
there are a lot of amenities, and the facilities
for basketball.
Even in some communities, we have like the courts, football courts. Yeah. That's the facilities are enough, but I think the main reason for Chinese, the team, they cannot do so good because of several reasons. The first reason is that, as I mentioned before, maybe it's relevant to politics.
Yeah.
And the second reason is that, a lot of Chinese students and their parents, they do not care about, playing football. They just want send their, their kids into some, good schools to get a very academic education.
Actually, I've got a good point about this. There was a news article I was reading. They asked kids in China and America, they asked kids in America, they said, I think it was about 5 or 6 or 7 years old, they said, what do you want to be when you're older? The American kid said, a TikTok star, a YouTube star. They asked the Chinese kid, they said, I want to be an engineer, a doctor. To show you the culture, to show you the culture.
Yeah, this is culture.
So China's going to advance in economics, technology, and you have some like people in the Western world, even from England, whatever, growing up want to be a TikTok star. This is not good.
The education we received in schools, from the kindergarten, the middle school, high school, university, everything from the academic education, in that pairs to get a high scores in schools, in universities. So in the future, we can become scientists, engineers, successful maybe professors, something like that.
Yeah, and help the country develop. Yeah, I think we need to do this back in England too. I think because I think we've lagged a little behind in England. I just noticed on the podcast I was dying to laugh because I was trying to take you seriously at one point. Then I just looked down and you're hugging a chicken cushion. Sorry, no, it's okay. But I just thought I couldn't take you seriously at one point. But yeah, I understand what you're saying. So China's gonna obviously in the next few years you have all these kids growing up being engineers, doctors. And a lot of people in the Western world in America ended up being TikTok stars and dancing around, but it's not a bad thing. But it just shows you the culture, the culture changed. Why at the moment China's advancing in a lot of things, in a lot of things.
My business like training students to go overseas to study. And a lot of rich families, their ideas are very similar, and they do not want to send their children to like the football player teams. They just want to their children come back and to work in some very high class.
It's just a hobby.
It's just like it's kind of stereotype.
Like football is just a hobby, not serious.
Their idea is fixed.
It comes. That's a good. I suppose that's a negative and a positive at the same time. It's both. So when your ideas are fixed, you're not open-minded. So it can be positive because there will be doctors, there will be nurses, they'll have good jobs. But at the same time, you need to balance it, with a little fun at the same time. You need to have a good balance. But I think the new Chinese generation, because obviously when I'm teaching, I can see it. I think they are adapting a little of you can have fun as well. You can work hard, but at the weekend, they can play football, go to the park, enjoy themselves. I think this is becoming more popular over the years. You were telling me this last year, I think. Like every year, people are not so focused on getting like 100% on test results. They're getting more relaxed every year. The thing, and try to enjoy life at the same time. But slowly.
And another reason I think for Chinese players they cannot play this so well. I think it's like they don't have a strong mind. The Chinese team ever competed with Iraq. Team and even Syria. And even Syria.
Syria, they've got a good team.
And the Chinese team failed. That's very. But I just wanted to say something.
But Syria is actually got a good team. They focus on football. That's all they do. Focus on football. That team is so dedicated. It's about dedication too.
Dedication. But that time their country is in the war.
Correct.
And Chinese team couldn't beat them. That's You're
right. I watched a documentary about this. The Syrian team were at war, but I think they were training in other countries. I think they left Syria.
They have good players.
They have very good players, but they were training, I think, in different countries because the war was in Syria at the time. There was a really interesting documentary. I think it was called Syria Getting to the World Cup. They didn't, but they got very close because they had a very good team. Not a lot of good facilities there, but that team was very dedicated. The life was to play football. That's their life, to get out of poverty and stuff. So if China's football team was very focused in like started to train the younger generation and have better facilities, and obviously China will have a very good team because big country, so many people, they will bring up a good football team. But like you say, that's not the ambition. The ambition of China is just to focus on the economics.
In Chinese players, maybe their mind is not so strong. They are maybe in the football, the court, and they are afraid of to collide with the competitors. But you're good with They're afraid of being injured.
But they're good with table tennis. I know it's stereotypical, but you're still the top of table tennis.
Table tennis is because you have no need to collide with competitors. They just
not a contact sport.
They just the pad and they hold the pad and hit the ball. I think it's much easier. For
badminton, very good at badminton.
Badminton, yes. Again, very similar. You have no need to collide with you.
Not a contact sport. Contact sport. So we have like
not so many conflicts.
Contact sport, rugby, football, American football, so on. You have non-contact sports like golf.
So we Chinese teams are good at very tricky games like small things. Like, badminton. Technical. Very technical.
But you were very good at the Olympics, I believe. Very, very good.
Olympic,
gymnastics, I think you were good. Like I said, badminton, tennis, stuff like that. I think gymnastics, I think you were very good. I'm not sure about anything else. Swimming? Were you good at swimming?
Swimming, yes. Yes, been good. Swimming is okay. It's great.
Do you have a basketball team for Olympics?
Not so good.
Not so good.
But
I'm surprised.
But for females,
very good.
They are good.
Really good.
Volleyballs, even volleyball.
Volleyball too. Beach volleyball or indoor volleyball.
Indoor volleyballs for female teams. They play good.
I'm sure I've seen it on TikTok before. The female Chinese team celebrating,
and even female football matches. They play so good.
Really? Oh,
basketball so good. Football so good.
I know England won the Euros.
Not for male ones.
Where did they go to the World Cup? Where were they? I know England won the Euros. Obviously, China's not in the Euros. But they're trying to do good in the World Cup. The women's team, I can't remember.
I can't remember.
I think it was a few years ago, maybe 3 years ago or something. Much better than the men's Chinese football team. I was actually supporting the men's Chinese team. They played China, didn't they? They played Japan to qualify too, didn't they? That was a big game, but they lost. I think they played Australia too. Australia, Japan. I watched the Japan game. Very upset. Obviously, I was supporting China. But maybe the next tournament they will do okay. Maybe. But I think
I hope every Chinese citizen hope Chinese team can go to the World Cup.
You were in the World Cup in 2002, I believe.
Yeah.
2002.
2003. That period of time, the coach,
It's good.
whose name is Rippy.
Rippy. I thought you said Rapey.
I don't know. It's English
Rippy.
maybe, but it's Chinese name Lippy. Maybe Rippy.
Yeah.
Maybe Rippy.
So I know you didn't qualify. You didn't score a goal at World Cup. No.
And for our history, that time was the first time.
Yeah.
First time.
No goal scored.
Yeah, no goal.
Did you get a point? No point.
The 0 point.
0 point.
Yeah, I remember.
Is that the first World
We
Cup?
got 0.
Is that the first World Cup?
The first
World Cup.
The first one.
I wasn't sure. It's like Wales. Wales the second time. But yeah, I mean, they can always try again. But
yeah.
I think every year they are getting better. I think every year they're getting better.
Yeah.
You can see the improvement.
Yeah, getting better and better.
But I'm sure you will conquer the basketball.
I think with the development and Chinese educational system and the legislation between this relevant kind of branches, football branches, and the things will get better.
But I think with basketball, you will be amazing in a few years' time. Amazing. Yeah. Like obviously, America is the best basketball teams in the world there, but England not so good. But I think you'll be second best. I think because, like I said, I walk around the streets and everyone's just playing basketball morning till night. It's crazy. I've never seen so much dedication in basketball. I don't think Americans play that much basketball, and they love basketball. So, yeah, I think in a few years' time, basketball, you'll conquer that, I'm sure. So, I want you to give me a prediction to who's going to win the World Cup.
Yeah, the World Cup.
Yeah, a prediction.
I think maybe maybe Argentina.
Argentina?
Yeah, because
they've got Messi.
Messi, yeah,
they are through to the next round. They are through. I'm going to say England. Obviously, I'm following my heart. I want England.
Of course.
I can't think straight because I just want England to win my heart. So I'm not really thinking.
Of course.
But at the same time, they played well. You watched the game. Yeah. You came to watch the Iran game, England-Iran, 6-2.
Yeah, 6-2.
We played really well.
Yeah.
Then America only beat Iran 1-0, so 1-0. So yeah, I think we have a good chance. We play Senegal tomorrow. Tomorrow we play Senegal or Senegal, but we play them at 3 o'clock in the morning a.m. So not tomorrow, sorry, Sunday. So Sunday 3 a.m. Then I have work on Monday morning, so I cannot watch. I can only look at the scores. So I'm a bit sad about that, but
you can watch the replay.
I can watch the replay, but it's not the same experience,
of course,
knowing the score. And I have work the next morning, so I'll be busy.
It's not a live show.
Yeah,
the moon, everything different.
But the World Cup final is on 11. It's at 11 o'clock. At 11 o'clock.
Oh, 11 o'clock.
Yeah, so I can watch the World Cup final. Yeah, if England are in the final, maybe we're not. But if we are in the final, I can watch the World Cup final.
Yeah.
And the school said if England go to the World Cup final, because it's on a Sunday at 11, you can have Monday.
Oh, okay, wow.
You can drink, have fun, party,
so great.
Big party, very big party.
Yeah, very big party.
I will buy an England t-shirt. It will be great fun. But that's if England get to the World Cup. It's a big if because Brazil are in the World Cup still. America, they're a good team. Argentina, the team you think will win. So a lot of good teams in the World Cup. So it's a big task for England to win the World Cup.
So I'm interested in buying some lottery.
You were saying this.
Lottery.
See, I thought gambling was illegal in China.
That's not a gambling. I told you before, But the lottery tickets are issued by the government.
Yeah. So this is betting. It's a kind of betting.
It's very official.
So you can put England to win 2-1, put money on, yes?
Yeah.
It's a kind of gambling. Why do you not call it gambling? Because in England, we call this gambling. We call this gambling.
Because the sports lottery is one kind of the lotteries.
Yeah. So what do you class as gambling?
We have different kinds.
So what do you class as gambling? Casino.
Oh,
casino. Right.
Casino.
Right.
We don't have a casino.
Right.
That's illegal.
Right. So casino
the lottery is legal. This lottery.
See, lottery in England, we have like numbers, 6 numbers, put them together. This is our lottery. We call.
Yeah, so you have this kind.
We have this lottery. So you call this all lottery.
Yeah, mix the numbers together.
We call this lottery, but the football we call it football betting. Or gambling.
Or betting.
Betting. A bet. B-E-T. It's a bet. A football.
Oh, bet.
A football bet. Yeah. So this is, we class this as a form of gambling. A form of gambling. Okay. Of course, we have casino and all that. But I thought China was banned. China had everything banned, like casino and football betting. Yeah. But I only found out last week that casino is banned, but betting on football is not banned. I was like, why did you not tell me? I like having a bet. I like having a football bet. Why did you tell me this before?
It's never too late.
It's never too late.
Never too late.
Still time. Now. Could you on tomorrow?
Yeah.
Tomorrow after work, could do a quick football bet.
Yeah, you may go to some stores, to buy some lotteries.
Why not? Yeah.
Take some videos.
Did you do some lotteries bets?
No,
not yet.
Because I don't want to lose my money.
Only put like £5.
It's very hard to win.
Yeah, of course.
But it's kind of, but superstition.
We do it for fun, though. We do it for fun.
Yeah, just for fun.
Yeah, just for fun.
Maybe 100 renminbi or 200 renminbi.
And if you win, it's a bonus.
Yeah.
And if you win, only do it for fun.
Yeah.
Nothing else.
Yeah, but if your guess is right, the return is so great.
Yeah, exactly.
10 times, 5 times. It's so great.
Is it max 10 times or is it no?
The maximum, I think, depends on the teams versus teams.
Oh, right. So the team's very good.
If China, if Chinese team versus
don't back them.
Brazil team, and one day if Chinese team win,
you get a lot of money. If you bet on China,
maybe millionaires.
If you bet on China, which you probably won't. Well, you might follow your heart, kind of thing. But I certainly won't. I'll be back in Brazil. I'll be in my mind. But that would be very interesting to do.
Very interesting. I hope one day in my whole life, before I die,
to win a bet.
Chinese team. Chinese team would win.
Well, win the World Cup!
Yeah, win the Cup.
England haven't won a World Cup in my life. I don't think China's going to win it. No offense. England haven't won it in my lifetime.
So that's what I said. Before I die.
Yeah.
We still have maybe 50 years or 60 years.
Angelo.
So who knows?
I won't put your money on that. I won't put your money on that. A lot of praying, maybe. A lot of praying. Then maybe. I mean, more realistic, I think before you die, very depressing subject. But before you die, I think China will be in the World Cup 100%. 100%. I don't have any doubt that China will be in the World Cup. But to win it, that's a totally different story. Imagine if Japan won this World Cup. Imagine. That would be crazy.
Maybe they will go. Maybe they will go into 8. The rank, the first 8.
The quarterfinals. The quarterfinals 8. Semifinals 4. Yeah. Then the final. You think maybe
who knows?
I don't know the plane.
Yeah, if next time then you buy lottery. The lottery, if you buy Japanese with the win, and I think if they win, and you can get a lot of
money. I'm not sure who Japan's playing next. Do you know who Japan's playing next?
I don't know.
I'm not sure. I'll check later.
Check the timetable.
Yeah, I'll check later.
Yeah.
But crazy Japan because
this is kind of a speculation. Yeah, speculation.
What speculation?
You don't know speculation.
No, I know what it means, but what are you trying to say?
Speculation is like
No, I know what it means. I know what the word means.
You put risks, into. You put a lot of risks on one side, and if the risk happens, then you will lose everything. But if you win, you can get a lot of return.
This sounds like a risk to me. Yeah. It sounds like a risk to me more than anything. A very big risk. But it depends how much you afford to lose, because a lot of people put too much on, and they put like the food money, the bills, your family money, the kids' clothes money, money they cannot afford to lose. A lot of people where I'm from do this.
In China we have a joking like, if you lose, and I will see you in the platform. Platform.
What does this mean?
Maybe I can use the trace. The word, the accurate word is trace.
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 What does this mean?
T-E-R-R-A-C. Do you have this word?
Trace.
Or in a high platform. See you in the platform. This is our Chinese joke.
Like Judgment Day. Is it? You mean like Judgment Day?
The high, like on the roof. See you on the roof.
For what? To what?
Because this is kind of joking. Like if I put all my money, for example, if I put all my money into like I guess the Argentina would win, but the final result is like Argentina lost. They lose, and I would jump from the roof. This is a kind of joke.
See you on the platform.
Yes, in the platform because I would jump.
Right.
If I lose,
because you lost everything.
I lost everything. So this is kind of joke.
I thought you meant what I thought you meant. I thought you meant something similar, but I thought you meant see you in Judgment Day. You die, and somebody will judge you. Like you done bad things. You lost money, family's money.
That's very similar.
Yeah, that's what I thought you meant. That's what I thought.
This is different cultures.
It's similar. It's very, very similar.
Very similar. Yeah.
But a lot of people like.
Maybe I kind
do that back home.
I use the wrong word. Maybe not platform.
Maybe it is. I think the platform maybe means platform maybe means a train station. So you'll jump on a train. You understand?
Like the towers, maybe.
But platform makes sense. Rooftop on the rooftop. Roof, yeah. But platform makes sense too. Because people jump in front of the train, train platform, see you at the platform, jump the train. So that makes sense. So I think it makes sense on the rooftop and on the platform. But what was I going to say? I was going to say something that I forgot. But a lot of people back home in England. See, I used to work in a sports shop, like sports betting, gambling. I used to work. I used to deal with this. This was my job. And I saw a lot of people lose everything, lose all the money, come to me crying. I turned from a sports gambling person to some kind of, psychiatrist helping them. I think this is not my job, what I mean? But you have to because they're crying. I lost all my money. What do I do? I'm thinking, well, you shouldn't be stupid enough to gamble all your money. Like, it's not my, what do you want me to do? So I saw a lot of these people just lose. I went for a big patch when I put a lot of money on, but people put like all the money, sold the house, put the money. Crazy, man, crazy. So that's why there's a lot of rules in England now, to like max limits. You cannot put this much money on. There's a lot of rules now because of people like this, and a lot of people that will gamble a lot of money, lose a family, lose their kids. They will see you at the platform, see you on the rooftop. They will go and kill themselves. A lot of people kill themselves through gambling. Very serious. Of course, not serious here because it's illegal and betting is it's very, very limited.
So I guess that's the main reason why gambling was banned in China.
See, that's something I agree with.
Risky,
That's something I agree
families.
with. I wish back home, like I don't want to stop gambling completely back home because it's fun. Families enjoy it. Like on a Saturday nights, and adults can enjoy it. But I would like them to limit the betting shops. There's a betting shop in every corner. I walk out my house. I go to the supermarket, right? Betting shop here. Betting shop here. Betting shop here. Betting shop here. Betting shop
every
here.
Corner.
Just all the high street shops. Everywhere, because it makes so much money. It's disgusting. It's everywhere. It's okay to have betting shops. It's okay. But every single corner. This is the high street, okay? This is, let's say the supermarket's here. Betting shop here. All different brands, We have like Paddy Power, Coral, William Hill, Lab.
It's legal.
It's legal. It's legal. Very legal. But just everywhere. It's like our culture now is gambling. Our culture's turned into gambling. It's disgusting.
So if we wanted to open betting shops, so what's the requirements? They have a
lot of them are big corporations.
The licenses.
You can start one. A business, but you need a lot of money to start a business because you need to pay out
initial investment.
Yeah, because if somebody wins big money, you have to give them maybe. So I know a lot of little betting shops that began. And they put a limit of how much someone can win. You cannot win over 50,000 pounds.
Like a cap.
Because they don't have the only small betting shop. They will have a cap on how much you can win. Obviously, the big chains, it's like £2 million is the max. You can win. A lot. Stupid money.
Great amount of money.
I enjoy having a bet. I enjoy gambling. But it's took over the whole English culture now. Like even the UK, maybe it's just all gambling. That's the young generation, you turn 18, the first thing you'll do is go to a bookies. We have like a saying, like a saying. We say, as soon as you turn 18, you buy a drink and you put, you gamble. It's disgusting, really. I mean, wasting your money, getting kids to gamble from a young age, losing everything at a young age.
I don't think that's a good idea.
It's not a good idea. It's not a good idea. Like I said, I don't want gambling to be illegal because I enjoy betting. I enjoy having a football bet. I enjoy, but there has to be limits.
Destroy young generation.
It destroys young generation. A lot of our young generation is destroyed because
they lack of self-control.
It's very easy to do when you're young.
It's very easy.
It's very easy to do when you're old. It's very easy to do at any time. At any time.
So I think your government has to legislate against some kind of.
We had a legislation a few years ago. It was a £2 limit on the roulette machine. Usually you can spin one second, £100 gone. One spin.
£100 for one spin.
Do it. Yes. Wow. So they limited this to £2. Which is very good,
very good.
So when you go to a betting shop, one spin, £2, one spin, £2, one spin, £2. But 3 years ago, only about 3 or 4 years ago, one spin was £100. One spin was 100. That was the next. And people are losing £100 less than a second. The spin, you just put automatic spin. It's not a real roulette machine. It's like a TV. Lost £100. And you get this £100 back. It's my kids' money. Lose £200. So they limited this. So the government did help, but I think the government need to do so much more. There's a lot of more problems. There's more problems than the roulette machines. There's football betting. A lot of people put hundreds, thousands of pounds for England to win, that England lose. We need some self-control. Government, you step in, but they get a lot of tax money. Big companies are paying a lot of tax because all this, and big companies saying, government, why do you want to close us down? We are giving people jobs. You want people to lose their jobs? It's like blackmail, blackmail. You know a lot of betting companies because people have to work there. So that they say, well, if we close
create a job opportunities.
Exactly.
Kind of excuse.
Exactly. It makes sense a little because they are right. They are creating job opportunities, but they are ruining more lives. So let's say they created, 20,000 jobs. They maybe ruin a million lives. So when you try to weigh it up,
the bad.
The bad wins. So they really need to look into this. But money talks. They have too much money. They pay a lot of tax in the system. I don't know. It's a crazy world. I hope we change because, like you said, the young generation is fucking gambling. It's already, it has a lot of problems already with I don't know if you saw the news about England with the electricity money is very, a lot of expensive. The mortgage is very expensive. Recession, and now people putting the money on gambling, trying to double the money to pay for their heating bills, electricity, and lose everything. We're a fucked generation back then. Why do you think I'm in China? For some better opportunities, I had to travel the other side of the planet for a better opportunity. Why does my country not have opportunities? Why? It's disgusting in a way, but it is what it is. I feel sorry for the young generation because, like you said, the young generation is pretty screwed because our government is pretty shit, really shit at the moment, really shit. So
you can say the shit things about your country, but I can't.
You don't. I won't allow it, Angelo.
I'm proud of my country.
You what?
I love China.
I love China too. That's why I'm here at the end of the day. So it gave me an opportunity, so I'm here.
I'm a patriotic.
Patriotic. Yeah. I'll tell you who's very patriotic. American people. I think they're the most patriotic people in the world. When you go to America, I haven't been to America. American flags everywhere. USA. England's not a very patriotic country. But America is very patriotic. China's very patriotic too. I think okay. Yeah, but America's in your face. like patriotic. USA.
Because you know the USA.
Nothing wrong with it.
Number one country.
Yeah, nothing wrong with it. They're proud of the country. They're proud of the country.
Yeah.
I want to be proud of my country too, but I hope that
I'm proud of England. You know, till now for the.
I love England.
It was played very well.
I'm proud of the England football team. I'm just not proud of my government, but I'm proud of the football team.
Yeah.
I love my country, love the people. Just not proud of the government. But yeah, I'm saying England to win the World Cup. You're saying
Argentina.
Piss off, Angelo. I hope your Argentina lose. So yeah, we can end it here, Angelo. We can end the podcast here. Thank you very much for coming.
Okay.
So we can end the podcast here. I don't know if the camera stopped, if these mics worked or what. But yeah, we will soon find out. Yeah, it is what it is. These were like £5 maybe each.
With good quality.
Yeah, very good quality. Yeah, so yeah, hopefully next time on a few months we have a better setup. Anyway, so this is the podcast of
Season
Araf
1
Says Stuff featuring Angelo saying stuff. So this is how I'll do it for now. So it's Araf Says Stuff podcast. So Araf Says Stuff featuring Angelo saying stuff. And if another guest comes, Bob, Araf Says Stuff featuring Bob saying stuff. It's silly, but it makes sense. Anyway,
it makes sense. Yeah.
Over and out. I'll see you on the next one. I'm going to have a few drinks and watch the football. Portugal are playing soon.
Okay, thank you for supporting Jack Ma.
Jack Ma, who's that?
Jack Ma.
Oh, the one that
you forget.
The Taobao man.
Taobao man.
The one that went missing.
Bye-bye.
Disappearing guy. All right. I'll see you later. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Well, good news. It's still